Don't see a bebo, ma yadi don't see a cassia bononso abro. Midin at the Kwaku, Kyeremanteng Nkansah KK on behalf of the production crew led by the man Kofin To. I still ever had a newie. I still the ebwa echinchim a year in Fidiero and as a cameras no ede amame. Na meda a year MCR so ase. Na kwame ewo MCR. Bia menda na kwame ewo MCR hodo ede ewie ya obwa echinchim in Fidiero so ewo ho. Enti yatna sise ya na me kai wo se dwumadie ni nyina etwagu ewo Facebook. Eye would to me 101.3 FM on Facebook. Yes, audio ko Facebook nabo would to me 101.3 FM on Facebook. Na uko YouTube onswa. Yabeko so ade akai wo say YouTube eye would to me TV live ewo YouTube. Enti uko dum so a wonsa beka ne ye bia ewo ho. Na enawie yatna se say so dia na just ensem na de de ebrew no na ene awie yatna say no later on the program mede lawyer Evans Osei-Bonsu ewo dwumadie so ene awie ya yade no ebeto adwene. Yes, might be wondering say ene Thursday denti and a lawyer Evans Osei-Bonsu had on a Thursday afternoon because don't want to say lawyer the other the time a Tuesday. But yes, when the need arises, lawyer Evans Osei-Bonsu had on the Thursday afternoon as well. But you know a day and your lawyer Evans Osei-Bonsu kwansuna ewaha and then your lawyer Nana Bonsu chiri lawyer Nana Bonsu Chirechie, my private legal practitioner as well. Until there are 2 lawyers, and I'm engaged of a program no so ene area. Major Disawati OSP who answers Office of the Special Prosecutor and the Attorney General. Almost in the time. Attorney General and the OSP in the time. We enter the young Kwasi. Na empo ushendra high court SAOSP. Wa jini 2 mini BF at the free themselves. Criminal prosecution, GOJ authorization at the free attorney general and some and were to me a BBR. Actually, OSP Susion Tiasia, then Tiasio China share. Who born dog? Enti, I don't know, chin time, Baya Jumano. And tokwa eno ebeku enti ene engage lawyers no na yewremu ewo ho ma efidie no ena ahase ya ba efidie no ena ha ye engage lawyers na fe yedisa nkomo no enyina na eno so edancha ya fuel prices yente so abai so wa cushion eye fuel prices ube ho se bia ube pumps no krada ebeba foma eye kiti wese 2 cedis on diesel and some 36 pesos on a liter of petrol at the pumps. Na buy say we cushion enti I don't know or mawato. But say on the bed they know aqua to a bulk oil distributors new MCs no so almost ready abrepa say na buy what taxes wo when ye what tax the every ho 1 pound sanko count taxes yan ye de kakra na ye di twai ho no eno na wo no de wo chese wo de won back bekika ye ho ebe kire yen yo na omo ho ebe kire omo den ena omo ebe ye mafidie no ena ha do ene awie ya this and many more ena ye bedi ho komo ene awie but ansa de be ransan komo ni nyina emu no. Yes, it's a Thursday afternoon, beautiful Thursday afternoon. Na ewia say so de ye tenasia de ye dikan ene ona san pelifo ye dikan ne omudi nkomo omo a ye engage o eye Divine Hope Herbal Center for Divine Hope Herbal Center for ewu fi hadom ene awie na Divine Hope Herbal Center omo na ye producers of Ochia herbal powder. Yes, ye jado eshiwa wa obeba Enti Divine Hope Herbal Center, producers of Ochia Herbal Powder. Ewu fi hadoba. Yani bedi kandi omo edin komo. Yewie ya na fi edin komo na akano atwa oso. Enti me fidie no and media beba Atuments. Atuments, a very good afternoon to you. Atuments ewo Canada. Atuments ewo Canada. So Atuments, very good afternoon to you far away in Canada. You mate why? Ochia Herbal Powder. Alex Atnase. Dr. Ajay. And so Dr. Gwani Didi, Dr. Ajay. Alex, Beba Kwaba. Dr. Ajay. You. Alex, now where? Yedayami.
Last week in me body, no now.
Aye.
I'm saying.
Now, Dr. Ajay. Dr. Ajay. That Mama Ajay. That. The Baba Ajay, I am near you. Ajay, nipa beka Ajay na edi mapi na doctor nya DBS Dr. Ajay anyway we ba kwa ba Joseph Akeke nyami adom Akeke meti wache o you from station ada no hwa waso asia se ko ba antimadie ni jubli na me children o Ajay ya mama ya grandpa children. Ajay Ababa your grandpa. Eti wache. Wo educate yache. Bedamase so say. Man ogwa hodo. Wo de ani yadoma chede. Oh. Ye de esu bia. Ye da ya mi ase. So ko mu school dia ba yadoma chede. Ye da ya mi ase. Yo. Se wu ko ba ba sa ba yensem tradwuma. Na ejuma mu boko de o nyankopon ne yedi ni ye da ya biase ne yedi ni yo Alex ofa na why na chance ofa dok wa idea se wa oni chi ani na Ajay keke o da se dok ye ko no da se mi apani me fa nchia ma wo tiefo ne wa hwefo anwumrei for obia embra Divine Hope Herbal Center. Yashia Kassendi wo Kumasi Macro Abusia Kruwa Junction Abrosan ya friend the whole Kumasi Abrosan no obisi the whole Kumama eho esro pe na ye wo na ye dro die wona follow unto me etie unto me die for so many years omuni madro no na omaji atum entimpanisi adepa ene ton ne ho na se ye ka Ochia Herbal Powder ho asema ye beka ma de achi esense eye dro ba ko a onto enu ho da empanisi ewe eye 10 in 1 sense yade ya esa doso na so ye boa no ketewa bi ne de ate ho bam nyame ye wodom na won saka Ochia ne bia eho na adanse ye se eye adwuma fache minia de bia me se nipa ho oden se obetimi akọ aba obetimi ada asori ejina sisi yade ana sisi ene so enti mpanisi ya nkoto wa ye na sebi mpadu ya se obi antimi ngade mu no ohuri ntompa no so pam na wadada ti se wo sisi yade sebi wo sisi yade ni nti opo adwuma kwaduru fi ya woda ho na nkra tietia wo sisi achi si so kwase adwuma edi nkoa bi anu wo hia srawo ansa no watimi ada obi die sebi ache kwaya na ansa bi abentoa tetefo de no ye yema kogum de sana emu adwo no obi die sebi wodi biara da okurapoma edi nkoa no wo hyesra ansa no watimi ada eho na arehosam ne wono esanse mo na eka wono wontimi nko na waba mikasa wo ye carpenter wo ye mason wo ye odrobani wo ye tailor mepacho mikasa wo ti office se de keketi ya de bi yi ena ye adwuma wochi mutanya sisie no beka no ho na eka ne ho de ya de na wo se wo ye wo se wo pa adura ya papa na wonom na wunya yaresa na obi di sha adum ni adan se ye de efie de wacha ye 50 years 45 years na wonya yare ye fenisi ya de mepacho yare nya jipade so obi nya will emfa nka ho ma wo na sa wo seka Ochia Herbal Powder nyame to minti yade ne kope na wagina brane
na arehosem ne say bema wonya sisi yade ache ye 2 years na mama guy name Mr 2 minutes ena so no ba hia dem a petre pion na wawie na woda ho ohini mu ntutu otime no ba yire fate mubu ebe kumase mane bene e kire say sisi yare na mo ye mere mesro hwene ye na anwu wani mo se daachi afi obi a owo yare fe ne koko yare koko nti se bimpa biasa se ojana nan ya wo chen oba wakwa awo so kokoboro na apie aba ni yebuti yibo mu kuru se de nsuo mu na ebeto no de bia do bia ni ere hene wo posa na ayeko de bia wo hye space wo ye Kristo ni ti asori dem ye bia se wo ngenkan Bible no ohun Yesu a wo se ya wusu mesrew otwea ba para ne yare a etu kokwa ma ogina brane esense kokko ni ba ewurawura wontirim si wontirim nti no afi ne ko ba sapa wo ye bema edum wontiri ja hana asem ne wo no edum wontiri ja afi moja ne ntimi nko ekoba sa na ope edura wo benom ansa na watimi ne udofo ahia na ekoba sa na China fonuro ana wuguso se me no ne odo ede adayie na mo na ebasa na ache 5 years se duro no ankrema obenom bema ne mpeja etuo no abaya je afiri winsem akoduru Jubilee House ehwo na petre sen no na house na egu anim ase na no mifira kreba obetimi nchen e obasim ehwo na otiem Jesus na mse adai wose menema no me bipie duro na mse adai no me bipie duro wose bra manom over 10 years eyare no nkoye de bia mse otwea heba pada se na tie e wo TV ni so e wo mako 50 me pa cho yade bi nti okoto otwea heba pada one box we ma yade na nko meme nka nkyere wo se otodo na se wan ono na ho anto wa bajusi ka bi kwa dia wu meme dadawo meme de se wato box ba ko wanom we yade na ankofom ankosoro die gina na gina jai nom because udi machie bia na obewu mpani se okrom kwan wa obi bia kwan wa se ho e bia otwea heba pada na anye wan tese do nye ne mo se message nchina ya de wan anko ba jusika de me e ba sa moda dawo nanso ebinsi da se obi se yade bi nti ma to otwe have powder mano ma ho hwe box ba ko da bi ida ebe kofom amo hu zampa ekona yare no nkoye na wato aso anom adanse no bebrebe enti se wo da BP do so mesro ne asese wo no otwe have powder na be ma da BP do so ache ye 2 years na oda ne be ma korafo na yire kwa yi obesu okwa ye furu obesu okwa chia wanwe obesu because near I was away at the man obano won't me yet and say you that's no walk no welcome akosia na okwo he de bia na ere kunto kwaso ntimi nya obano mesrew no ochia heba powder baako sei anopa baako sei anwumre de wuhia ye nsuohie ti ano sa nsuohie ketuo bi fafara no mame we enya nwono enka eni achiwade enchiri bibia de echiri ye baako pe sa obeto edi akose mpaase na wanom nipa entimi numa duro we bi eye 3 oba wonyem oma akura no fo eni wo bi a owu mpache wowu a yedu na meto bi nom efunu numa duro no ma wo nyane asa wunyanya to bi ese ekima utimi numa twia heba powder afi utimi hu se obi nya stroke ne fa jojo wontimi nkasa yie waka fom zani panom otwia panya mitumi nti na wa sorry wajina brane obi to asesei atwetwene saa ye ne ya na nam ayi titiriti wadna si fon kra na npa bo kra wo hunu nam ayi dudu mesro sa ni panom otwia heba para se kima saa ne to ase twetwe no yesi sciatica o ye labs okọ clinic ye obi adura wonom chen polytank mienu yare ne tia de ye hye ne nkom e wo Yesu di mebeye ye dadao num otwia heba powder asa nyame to minti ne ko obi wo sika na nsabi fufuo ni akantie bi nkwan woni bi da sanse eto ne yem se kima ne yem dwa no sa yesi wonya osa ebisi ye peptic ebisi ye de minim ne se ye fun yade ekuro na aba oyem nu anopa no mo twia baako anopa ne nsuohie anwumre baako edro we se wodi se woni di ye utimi nom enchiri bibia enchiri nsa enchiri abrafuduro die hia ne sa akoni paduanum ehwa na dance ya se ye dai eba anadwi ye da ya de chin yi abrantie bi wontimi anda wana obi abadwonso wadwo nso ma de say we wonye bayifo so ntimi na dwo nso na wodwo nso mesrew pe otwea heba powder kira kwan nunum bi me na gina brane se bema na timi sori ko ye adwuma be hwa abusua ene oman ni moye dene ti se wa nkwa amana te fi a mesrew eya asem kese e na aba mesrew we ya brantie wonam 40 years sebi mpraduasa wura dwaye na wuro ho se dwaye na do se guti sansa wa hwe obema se wanim no a ene oba 4 years de ayepe atwe ewuram ayelengelenge ayese straw ayese crayon ayese sase no na tuya ho na wa nkasa ho awreho nti obewura dem a na dia to nsem boso mpaye ewe Yesu dimo entwemra ewe Yesu dimo anya kese bema enada ho Yesu ni asuafo nam na look eye donsini so obi yare a wote haban de mano se biblia me kan ya se ye nim de nu se betimi aye bomb se de Israel fo aye ni efense Iran fo de konto kwa no na nso ye wonim de nyame de adom ye se wo yare a ye nsa wo yade eno ne abiduro kroje wo nyame de amaye na obi ukase obi ti ho wo se me de me mpa bibiduro se bi mpa duasa de ye obi fie ye no ese obi fie nyame anya nyina pepepe nipa akasa ye pa wo boada he se oil eye wonsa na wo ye bibinia se wa mpete na ana petru amfa hohora enko eye broni sa wodi so hohoro pe na eko broni be ma ne bibini ba be da anyem obe wo broni ba ne bibini be ma be san da anyem obe wo broni na so ya ha se wo mpo na obansa wa se wonye wo dia adna broni de wono da anyem pe e da be wo broni se broni mo janko bibini yeso ya de nko na yeso ya de ho atobafo de so na ekum ye praye enti mesrew heba papa no de numbi nya yaresa ero ne otwea heba powder we na onum nya yaresa mesrew pebiato gana haba bia say ye pharmacy heba shop over the counter chemical shop obenya biato kumase bia to ndo bia nya bito wo akran kran fo muntie me o kanshi drug lane do to ndo bia ewo bi circle so hona kesbe na fm wo ebi ewo ho La Paz Angel FM ho ebi wo ho me pacho na Madina Queen Bubune ono so ewo Rex Junction ebi wo ho Koforidia Gabson Pharmacy me pacho wo kaso foi Jokad Pharmacy Old Market wo Ashaman House of Drugs ewo Presby Junction se wo Koforidia dia me pacho na ko Gabson PK Gombila ewo Tamale ena Alaji Dukuluku ono so Tamale wa Mumuni Away Enterprise and a cap as so a was in cap eba one Green Light Pharmacy also will be oh Mama Tia and Kenya now gross drew call Lincoln Pharmacy who call her Biato Mensa Ewatakra then was as so Ewatakwa what turn now on Tiasia now offering numbers no it was 0591 56 55 57 0550 63 90 37 0550 63 90 37 me pache wo fia fa wo phone no twa picture na the TV ne so no na okọ pharmacy a na o refi din na o se me pedro we say ebi minim say mo hwe ntumi de mo ni menu Alex Martin mu ache ti Alex amande no ma wo mu
okay we the dog my monitor usima any tetebe aduasan just 30 seconds ni nwie ma no offer aduro ye Kwaku no ade ba ko ehu a mepese nyina ye hye ne so enie eya na aduro no ema ne nim se eye mema nko aduro da bi otwea heba pada no enye mema nko aduro na emom oba no bema so ye dai enum na oba ben ne etwa se wokope otwea heba pada ne bi akiri kwan oye oba sebe eduru busumi se wo so ko maayo mu a odie no unhu obidie babaako na etwa obidie banana na ya se wen waje ne ho anye obidie na ebane na ebetuntuntuntum obi okoye family planning okoye wie na afi menses no emabio obi awo na chi no benfie mienu miensani sebe omuni nsada obai ebasa woduru awuhia eye wotwea heba pada uya babawa utikumase nanso wawo mu watenka ne nam temele ye bedokro do watompema genegene umpoku ya se de wo nanso wo ba wonte de no da ho sei kaja ne wo hwo wia no abusa wawi ana uyo ba wote sa pe wotwea heba pada ni bi na wonya wotwea heba pada ni bia numbers ne egu screens no so na wo freye wo umfensu ohie na benum ye wo ki bia ye de kan ho oba no tie nie na wonum na bosome so a wo so watimi akọ wo maayum fibroid afi na ashase a e develop aduro no eye wotwea heba pada freyani nkyere wo kwan a wo befa so a wo benum wotwea heba pada no amame ene doctor ewa ha the man with the keys said the bia offer eka kire no me se be ma de oba bia kuta 7 gate bi ma no oba no enka eje wo mpem na se oba no betima ka eje wo mpem dia na aduro no ye wotwea heba pada unya bia frame o se me pa 20 minutes 30 minutes 1 hour offer na me mfa key no enka wo mo ho gi your numbers ni sesi a abra ebre no aye bre no numbers no aye 0591 56 55 57 0591 56 55 57 0550 63 90 37 ye chat one ye 0551 22 82 81 ejufu ni nyina enkwawe na efeba ewo ejuso court na no nya biato brahima wadum museum edan wo se brahima do twa rubber stamp original one no obenya wotwea heba pada ni bi
Alex beda wase beda eye Dr. Ajay so ase botwea heba powder numbers a obo ede egu from ni nyina no na wa friend numbers the one so twea heba powder de ejado ehyewa wa ena obeba enti Alex de Dr. Ajay edini ya bedekeke Dr. Ajay madam wase ya twajumedie no so lawyer Evans Osei-Bonsu is in the house this beautiful Thursday afternoon together with lawyer Nana Bonsu chitwe omo ena yeni omo esinkoya ene ewie na nsemu bia yebewura mu eye Office of the Special Prosecutor, and that's the Special Prosecutor, and a Attorney General. Chair, omo chin time, and who encomo yebedia who encomo and ne ewie. Na ay Ghana. Edu baby say for be yesterday. Nana kwame, but so dog lawyers tina said no but who say photo be air trend and as a picture be trend Metro bus transit buses now we say that's over 100 abano bus ni APU bus kura yenya fancy kwa so no na ye bus no na Ghana for akota ba bi no mu etwa eye bus no picture bus kura say final so transport minister obey aka ho asema na oyiwa na da ho no Metro bus transit bus foforo there okwabrane boys pia bus na manfo bisasa na bus ebeyeye ni enti ebeyeye ni Metro bus transit say akofa 100 buses a eba beboa ye wo ba mu bus ensi road kura yese bus yi da enkofo epia na no so trend wo social media sa well, just by the way, that me share hey, lawyer Evans Osei-Bonsu. Me ba kwaba.
No, me joso. Man keke.
Now what to say?
Na me adom ya tin kwam ne wa hoden de. Na Dr. Mahama enso kire ya pomodin. They say unim say His Excellency John Dramani Ma, they say they the Dr. Mahama.
Free primary
LGBT plus now man for doctor now man they say the free primary health care no ono than medical doctors they say no I said they know see boy adwuma Dr. Muhammad chire o see ni dia na jo bia 7 o'clock me ni but na refuse say was say 24-hour economy ebinum nya indomie 24-hour economy after the doctor say ma obi e indomie anwumre mo obi e ni di anajo because e ba say health implications. Enti enra Dr. Mahama me bona baso nenso me bona baso no na me san ka say na 24-hour economy no de buy no say yensa indomie ne ne ma me yensa ni no na o indomie ra na kwaye indomie na najo na hwan na ekoto sa 24 na kosua na wo chi abom no na wan na to na papa na wakoye adwuma na ade asa no na oba ba be didi anwumre no 24-hour no be da didi enti no na tie for me de bom na
omo contradict obo hosa
Dr. Mahama
Yo, me ba kwa ba de besa ba nchen na ye rura nsem no emu. Lawyer Nana Bonsu Chilichi Meboa. You the two bones. Lawyer Mawakwa Babu. Now where? Ade. You want to?
Keke no cre. Me ba untumi anso
Ache papa.
untumi so de esenke dani mi fie kra. Keke eze e pedwuma ye. Ye ko 24 hours secretariat wo mo akoma pon.
That's it. The old by na me show bu video see na wadia bra da ujina car kwan ho na chese wo kire eniyema NPP ebeye ye no ebie na horpo na street bay
atonsu
stretch no yes
atonsu stretch
yes and I believe so ya na Ghana for before elections and some people hire car obusu obu enti but I think say so what true challenge now there's some of the things we ought to be doing.
Yes,
what true challenge now we talk issues the bachelor the say
with evidence.
Yes,
oh say I is a wako court no we pleadings na a facts what the facts need to we are no wa be check court inyina so nti a wo keka ansem what you say nti esi ya no video evidence che ene bia ya yegina che se yewa na nado danko akufuado ene Dr. Mahmoud Baumia eye bibi wa santemem ene ye de che Ghana for ye pese Ghana for ti ase say regional minister sama obegina abonten kai say NPP ATS anya hwe Ashanti region anya no kre as a regional minister ono na ye president si anam ewo Ashanti mantemu a nti nensem bi won mo kan wo so onya abutira na so wo dwini hu yie ansa na obi na no aka to say the entire 8 years of the NPP ya nye bibia wa Ashanti region there anoden
na ya na eyeme ya adwuma pa no afatu mo so no na ya na be hu say bi say na NPP that time no man mo hu da room say ya mo hu da room say district diaries would to be TV. Yeah, district diaries are for months.
Almost every region.
Yes, DCs, MMDCs, remember. That's how I before Musumunche. And before to be etiquette, and then Yabuye.
Baby, I now on a man can once. Ya can't in Ghana for 90. What can't want to meet TV and other sister stations in other regions. Did marvelously well. With evidence, pictorial and video evidence. And now, course, won't go for TV. So now they now go and say, oh, say, I'm a mono. Maybe can be so no better Ghana for us. If you say, oh, boomai na, I want check a crab bar. A basana na okasa ayedi. Okasa. Nipano ko yen say, oh, what all. And I okay cast answer me chen into unti. But me GD say, this is the right timer. Don't say no. Send me a conversation na kwa koyen. And your man NDC can in opposition. They are doing the opposite in power. And now, yes, you have the opportunity because you say Ghana for whom say, and some more kind idea as they move yes, and more now we have also gotten the opportunity to let Ghanaians know say a brand new children no more tears are trusting. And they say, I won't share. And you're my head, yeah. Next, I trust no more cause I can say, I never Ashanti region. I don't need the bank. Because as a regional minister, keke dey hu kra no na nka foot soldier bi communicator bi nkotina radio so no onye dey no nka regional minister Ashanti region, a region like Ashanti region wo na Ashanti mantemu a wo hu nioma aban dada ne ye no eset ni bio ano ka se NPP aban anya hwede a na so be so che say today is the time ye ma na hu say ye bibi no so de o ka se ya anya hwe no ono so nche ne o maye.
So on the concert neighbor, for concert in Seattle, the issues.
Your party was telling you, SS4, and no 2020 interchange. Nana one Ghana for Yabutre, before Ben Kwan, Mubo Fu NPA, MPPA, interchange a year, na mo kan painting wase Ghana for nyabutre no mo ya me asset your priorities wrongly ya ye interchange no esi ho a enye bu kuma kama fefefe obi painting ho
say afe ni yenya regional minister
awo the ordinary to be a crowd 10 years this year obi na me mesifie enyo wa o ze ayese wa wo ba no hye na ko school odu university no nya abo bi mane to iPhone man de o ma me papa be ka bia wonti de be ka bia wonti oni say de o ato phone iPhone na man no eni ni nyame obi ana Ghana for ama NDC for say painting ti yenya regional minister you see Ashanti region no omon kan hu say ye hu ni say ye ma MPP dodo nti omon ma ye dodo no omon kan hu say nominal figures omon na ma NDC dodo nominal figures not in terms of percentage votes are NDC in terms of numbers 1 2 3 okay e wa Ashanti region omon nya bi water region omon nya bi other regions I was Ashanti region for Gina Sassam Zunu say and Nuzun Tino Musu Yana ma perfect NDC wo at NDC will develop Ashanti region ya kofa regional minister maka chen say development de mani nyebi onko so anen ko fo mia go social media sa no ni mabnu mia go no nji chase kamomo eno so ane den no mo ndo NDC no mo nta NPP avuto bi enu e change kakra she ho politics no ye no a wada no regional minister no ye na 50 cities and there is no bet na 50 people will get you a tiny data e dey no ye penyuma ye makotena se ba de ka je se 24-hour economy beba 24-hour economy ni ba 24-hour economy ni kwa pon secretariat no pon na secretariat ni pon wa na wo ka chenze won ko tra bi nya adwuma anajo they say kwa de wo se ka chenze ko bi indomie joint 10 indomie joint na be fa cheese ka asem mo ka no omo ye ni na de be se ma santema nyina anya e ya wese enye asono muti eye no kwe Asante Mantem ye hia dodo free NPP ba enkan hunu se ye pe Asante Mantem su kuro mu peta eno ne NPP NDC ndiri nya hwe ma Asante Man because omo no ye nyoma bi wono ma o e wo se very clear ni eti ase nyoma si wa Asante Mantem mu ade papa bia wa Asante Mantem mu bia e free NPP ye gitum ye to aba no dodo nti o se nko mo maye dodo mo ye nyoma papa dodo maye wa Asante Mantem ye gitum that is what Ashantis we need as Ashanti region ye here free NPP but ye ma obi enfa uduguraba sembi mekanche se NPP anyehwe wa Asante Mantem ni akoya ye titifie se ye nto aba enne obi anu ne hu enne ase kwa de duru omo je se bia abato na nkofo anko aba nko spiritual ya ye duru ye wo duru sen ya wo duru sen so baby e duru ne ma menu mutijo mamusu baby e de dustbin sisi ojo mu nyina ewurasi mo se mensa de sisi ye nyina ne sampan de sisi ye nyina e yiri nyina fi wo no atonton ama nkofo mo muti wo mu dija e de na omo yo man no and memo be na omo bu no na regional minister wa betina say ehefa wa mo no mo light adundun no mo na ye power na ye ka tell me say ya we just dum so na mo say enye ye omo na ye ni 2016 no ye say dum so dey free se
blame game no mo dey aba dum so no mo blame district officers adena ade no dum am nkoye ne ntem na anopabe ka regional chairman NDC o se na pro engineers e da hihye wona yes ade no na pro engineers
ongo fa na engineers mna regional chairman ongo fa na engineers mna
oh but emoya
for the freight association for na keke mu port look at what is happening but oba ujina John Ramani ma imagine campaigns no for Lexus duty tax covid and levy 1 ECOWAS and levy 2 then tax 3 no more kind
no more bonsabu sere kan
and they have the musu and you may be one ma Ghana omunka hu say Ghana for ntia say amemwo enya agudi o amemwo ne mo bi ko school free amemwo ne mo bi jai school amemwo ene bo bi nya japade tenemu amemwo ne me ebubu obi dan tuguye amemwo mfa amemwo ndi agro amemwo ene mo bi nya nkwa amemwo ne mo bi nso nu maduro wuye because it's a decision of aban ene betimi aye wo life yi ana se nyu aside say you the fewer percentage or more Nkansah through their own efforts no omo betumi ayi bibi no decisions we on ma obo maybe ankoko school anka baby o duru no na nkenye baby woni na me and so school fees inti it's simply because aban bi na be ka say school fees boy say ana aban bi so ba no say school fees no e free enti wo so kwanya be fa so obenya yeden e dia ko school ni enti emma omo mayenfa amamu enya grogana amamu nye when you watch US vetting of ministers watch here yes obi see you crowd awa you could clearly see omo ni agro omo ni agro yet wonum obi ko share miss okone ba school a oba bi ti wo champion LGBTQ no ashase LGBTQ yembane ana Ghana for ye ya ne koye kon ekoche iru na ladu dan Kwaku adukon na Ghana for to abete say ni pakro na video say the kan oye na opposition on fa ho so oye because no ya ma party na baba no ya ma party na baba enu mebi wo no ma e wo say Ghana for ye hwe ni ehunu nipa ene oku ye to abla kwa na no dwom o opposition document bia no e Ghana ha we intercept document ben we intercept and I intercepted this what me that Ghana for the Ghana for nyina agene di agro akofa bi say ora na $21 billion bi shenkofo bi betum one city kwa monye one city kwa monye we do them say ko tia $300 million $300 million gadi akofa pampers we go for $21 billion shenkofo bi $21 billion shenkofo ya di ya agene say keke asem na regional minister kind see yenye hwe asantimante one ye over 150 projects aye ba be ye ho adwuma kra eguo ye di ni nyina be hwim enka no mo nti afi di o meti say mo bibi akomonia dai bibi first day na ebufuo o ka hwia enko obi aso ye kra do achima afiri o di asemi la me da was say na bonsu tretwe nene na wote ye no na it's all about issues they discuss no ha ya concept enti enya agudie enti ebia ono onim the mandate or role as a regional minister ya be force no am wo hu say oman no ya mfa me di agro the MPP ayeni he should do same or even more than the MPP. Ashanti region deserves better. You can severally 1 million coders. Monsha di omo de ebre a kwine ye beya yes ya tie de so chese bibia no de yanim ebeye form. Wa sheda be distracted agudie no de sa no de be be force no. Na odo so wa kire ye nie oba ye 2 years na ekoi. Odo so ba ye obeye e de abo Ashanti se Facebook na sa TikTok no betina ontina hwa na onye de ho ECG boss baby ayedu kania na kirebe na omotra no wo ya dai kania ye de ma kopem se ni obeso do mo so ye it was regional minister what was your role ya beka lawyer Evans Osebus me ma kwa be
yo mejo so keke me chia etiefo no ahwefo nyina me aka bebre na do ka nyina so the regional minister no hwe na ayese TikTok no e honko a no di agro in terms of my agenda ne say omo be try na youth ni nyina omo capture omo
ba no said ye dum kania na ebufu o she
ni so na ye dum kire say o machine sisi so a ni nyina be say machine so enya Canada de na de buy o ni nyina China de ya
video say akwaji loan akubie costo e kan yezu na o kan
na the penny brother what's not what's the problem you don't have want to solve la
yeah
na ya be call the way
yanko OSP yanko OSP nse ora kisi ajaben na bia makase na ye kenkan ni book mi ni ade onim mo hwe kan kisi ajaben the criminal law books are when you budget no aben na ja office ne bae no afi na amanfo na ora kisi ajaben ni ana unsa office no so opposition bebre wom enipa de bebre politicians ne so mpe office no no rek se ajabe so je ne hu menu asa wo hono ma ba bi eni kwa so okone honko ana na nisi ohwe de duru ba bi no de ye MPP fo a we no mususu suro se wa bai obesan so abebo musu gem enti kwan bia wo se ya fa so na sa office ni nso free ho no onimi se omo so be fa kwan bia so da free ho na enye emfiri ho kra because de me wanwa ne se obohu se owura unza OSP case na ba kon wo Supreme Court.
Yes. Is Seidu Diana.
There be nye Seidu Diana. No wa
yes, yeah.
Wa ye mi mate. No wa damte ye mi mate. Unza wa ye adwuma wa owura Srem Sai office pen. Wa ye adwuma wo ho as a lawyer pen. Nti ono okwesi wo Supreme Court no kra na ope constitutional interpretation said the bachelor mmerani mu no. Okọ ho no ano owura se obi a wasi waban. Owura Srem Sai so file a statement of case wa ko support owura no wa de oka no. Na just office na no mo pese omugu no eho nju da me fa Supreme Court na nka atene general de yesiu ni yesiu OSP de ka ho a anka wo mo file opposition na kire senka wo no ne o matwe nipa na wakosiu na atwe we de wakọ support owura no wa na owura no wa no nso o ye lawyer wasa ya adwuma office o pe ba me nka se the mere fact that wa ya adwuma o ntin na kire se no ntina ono o mo na kobobum on de we citizen of Ghana ana wa ivoku article 21 and article 130 and on the court Supreme Court for further interpretation of the law into what the kwa won ka atene general so be challenge no wo akọ support no let us say OSP no office na Nkansah no mo pay ye afiri ho eno ya de ba ko na de to sumienu we the high court asem owura Isa Muhammad o say Isa Seidu woni nkrofo bi na OSP no edo makogina court e wo high court criminal jurisdiction e wa Accra High Court and yedi wo masem ano mo be challenge say OSP we no kra no woni tumi bia say ono de ba court ano no office no kra no eni kwan say etena ho ana High Court judge ne say media me pass mo e fa constitutional what interpretation wontime nkoso megina ho a because say asem border on constitutional interpretation na e ba High Court I say we stay na the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court on Kwana war side 2 minutes or by virtue of Article 130 of the 1982 Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. And a High Court in a media men consulting media me yesterday, no matter me. Omo free wa na owura Seidu no esa ko file wa another High Court ebiem esa OSP no kra no uni to me esa wo de back court to wo kra office na kra nkani kwa set na ho High Court ni di decision by ya no say OSP no ne court no ni tumi na wo no say tumi no oni kwan se ono Nkansah prosecute ba na mom o kwan se o investigate no arrest ba se o do ba be gina court there o hia tumi ni free attorney general ho and it's true because so kind article 88 of the 1992 Constitution of the Republic of Ghana actually mu say sa prosecutorial power no eye attorney general nko an de ama no o kan hono ma na attorney general no o kan clause 2 na otimi delegate power ni bi de ma obi enti ohia the powers no ebi obe delegate bi no de abre OSP enti OSP no be kwa ko prosecute case bi a wo court a ohia tumi no e free attorney general enti oso de command normal kwan ansa na wo de akọ court enti ko ba sa High Court ne say ene uni ho kwan se wo mu a wo de o ma begina court nyina no wafom ntini kwan se o de o ma begina court e ho na owura kisi aja benso no so nti ase enti ono so be ko Supreme Court na High Court ni ntimi nkasa ankyere no na
it's not just a way no High Court no the cases ni nyina no just as say no case ni nyina no
case being prosecuted nyina cases bi a o prosecute bi a no oni ho kwan oni ho kwan so o prosecute no de ko e ho no so on ten ho ase saka me ni owura kisi aja be wo se mra no fine ba me na nka me wi a me kwatena office woni magusu adi misika se me office na nkasa de enyi mfiri ho. So the judgment has not eliminated the office itself. Beboa, but o prosecutorial power now so one. Ana judge no ebe ye free ho say oh de uni say to me no. But indeed, we read the OSP the act na what they ye nyuma na. Say act 959 na. And no be say section 4.
Yeah.
Section 4(2) of OSP act no. There can say subject to clause 4 of article 88 of the Constitution, the office shall, for the purpose of this act, be authorized by the Attorney General to initiate and conduct the prosecution of corruption and corruption-related offenses or cases. That means that pursuant to section 42 of the OSP Act 959 no naturally say yes ansana oni to mean say ono ankasa prosecute na sa prosecutorial power no ya de ama attorney general nti uwie wo ne ma hwehwe mu anada koma attorney general no ono wa ma kwan say fa nipa no ko gina court nti naturally say ansana wo de akọ but ntimi fiti prakope na mfo mu ko gina court enti but the court no betimi aka as a high court ne say wo betimi aka say OSP no we exceeding the limit ne power no what you say enti say nkomo de koda ne court no no mo kan say ebia OSP ne we exceeding the powers ese oni to mean say wo de ye begina court enti wa fa power na bro so enti high court ni issue seshorara na mu issue seshorara to quash the OSP ne de yan ana say mo pesa mo prohibit no wo obi a oba be prosecute prohibito wo pesa prohibit ne dia eno de court ne kasa me ne court ne betima ya adwene na nyese bia ne powers a ebia wa exceed ne mo be ka kire ne say ebia na ade bia wo ye bia da obe prosecute nipa bia na bibia tesa bia no ne nyina ontimi nya ebia na chima bi wo ho efiri say ikubi se nipa wo prosecute wo mo ko na obi wo ho a waji tumi na free attorney general ho no do omoko because nipa don bebre no do omoko court what you say e ho na me wo problem and the final interpretation rests on the Supreme Court because Supreme Court ne betimi de by virtue of article 130 no ka kire mre no aka say so what say to me no ana oni say to me no but o can say wa exceeding the limit there me no be ya adwene high court no power to say OSP no exceeding the limit but the high court does not have the power to declare an act of parliament or to declare an office established by parliament as unconstitutional. High court need to mean sir. So betime declare an office as unconstitutional. Na say act of parliament be a part of act of parliament be say unconstitutional. High court need say to me no. It is only the Supreme Court of Ghana that can declare an act of parliament and now say any provision be say unconstitutional by virtue of article 130.
If you want to say the other high courts no is I don't know say I know your general high court
yes
and no like person court or based any back no yard.
Yes, it borders on the and a high court no obia den ho so high court no need to mean say or rely on the other high court and say no the decision ba because high court ni nyina omu nyina ho ode ye pe omu nyina jurisdiction no mo ye pe so one high court cannot say I have declared jurisdiction on this particular matter because it borders on interpretation. And for that matter, all high court will so also tear the American.
I'm not a lawyer, though, but the first one, on a criminal division of the high court.
But it borders on interpretation. And Jabas and high court mistake. And or their comma as a young child will be cried the Assembly Supreme Court dada. No adamte. So let's wait for the outcome of the Supreme Court decision and sign a honor. And Kyeremanteng because it borders on interpretation. And no matter different high court because when you say the decision of one high court does not bind another high court. And you know another high court no so akwaje. But I don't know the release. I know I'm here to read it. I don't know the release they were seeking for. And yema no mo free high court no. Se yema no mo hwehwe no. Ebi ni said no mo be declare act of parliament and now say o maka say OSP no office intimi ntena ho dia. And the high court needed to be say obekasa minimum ade a high court betimi aka ne say wa bro ne limiter e wo so ode koso eno so bro mo ko na ebia no mo ko issue sessiorarai to quash the OSP no ede ye ana say prohibito ese bia high court no yem prohibiti ne say oba yem prohibiti OSP ne say opese o try yen e wo court bi but high court no ensi ne ho kwan say oni say to me ne say ebia or the Abegina court if you say oni sa to me no enti prohibition enti bia oyem prohibiting no e wa de bi opese wa ye ho sa mom na me ho no nemum say high court betimi aka say any provision and say act of parliament bi and say constitutional provision bi e unconstitutional de e Supreme Court on.
But I understand so judge no so based in you say section 88
absolutely
okay
yes section 88 no ama prosecutorial power na de ama only attorney general section 88 of the
Constitution.
Yes, article 88 of the 1992 Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. It has given prosecutorial power to the attorney general. And the attorney general no onu ne betimi initiate proceedings be our court and answer yes on behalf of the state. enti ono an bit ma prosecute and ono aso the lawyer for the state and also for the government. But the point is that say or delegate already clause 2 now of the article 88 now or delegating the powers ni bi e de ma ebinom institutions bi ni ade anybody's bi moment me dey adwuma bi ni police form prosecute or the powers ni bi amomo sa power na bi do betimi di ama OSP pursuant to OSP Act no Act 959 no section 4 of OSP Act no section 42 no and also ama OSP ni say obetimi aye ne hwehwe mu no wi a e wo say ogi to me free attorney general ho ansa na watimi akọ court enti eno no say judge ne kan say ho de me ne judge ne ya adwene enti e bia judge ne kan say wa exceed the limit ne limit a wo so de ya adwuma no wa boro so therefore be assurary lies e say yen kwase de wa ye bia because wa power is na boro so a you've arrogated to yourself the power wa oman ne mra ma wo kwan eno de high court no ya right say obetima akasa ade a kire no okay eno e ba sa mimi ntu OSP for say no onko appeal because in fact a lawyer ni onim de opa mimi ntu no for ntena say onko appeal however opa further interpretation of the law appeal lies obetima akwa appeal was Supreme Court for nchechiremu but senkokoba say sa office no mo person mo scrap no office ne tena wa enye ye dia office ne ye the act of parliament and the office ne buy na office na Nkansah so na define the powers ne edema no therefore a high court cannot declare an act of parliament as what unconstitutional and the high court cannot also declare any constitutional provision as a unconstitutional and so same is what null and void. That power has been given to the Supreme Court by virtue of what Article 130 of the 1993 Constitution of the
Mate beko na najwe so no ebi akwekwa na baby sansa na mako enti from the layman's point of view say omo aye ni say no bena no ya omo pacha say OSP no ni adwuma bia ye biwana and that's the time bia no what does it mean
that's enti akobasa OSP no so betima ya adwuma just akwaji to me na free owura asrem sai mo ho atene general mo enti say akobasa OSP no NDC ni bi ye bone na say OSP ni ka say wa ye bone enti me ba beji to me o ha waje no de to no office no ma ni mu aya no OSP na ye powerless ontimi nya ke okun de ade ni sikro no because so ma ban na wo so enti say OSP no ya dwuna no a ebema wontimi nya de ntom de mra na edwuna no enti wo dwuna no a OSP ni tumi biem say me ba beji to me na firi wo me ma wo kwan a na chese wontimi nko na chese na office na ye redundant enti basa sika mum na allowance ni na katua na obeje no ada ne lankurisem na so what office wodin na chese wa ye two flesh door another ayiso asai ban ye hunu say kobasa so a OSP is a corporate body, and for that matter, that corporate body can be sued and yes, it can be sued and it can also sue. It can sue and it can also be sued. And that corporate body no, a kobasa na nipa na atry omo court nyina no a ebi kura ho no ma omo asem lugusu wo court aye jojo omo OSP na jojo omo na omo so legal right say omo so betime hu omo lawyer for no omo so akosue the state. It a basa judgment debt. A basa na so musu kodi nkunim wa o man no bebo ka na mimi no mienu taxpayers money and ye de atua so yeah
Chese OSP no you maliciously prosecuted those people because who say who need to me to be a what try na ma court na dina asemawie no can sue you for malicious prosecution. What you say?
Okay. Until na children me ba won chain no but who okay be ayo kono na be share because me who say Professor by Kwaku or Donald Drain or feel say and you say you amended or the constitution must be amended to make room for another prosecutorial body. It's because Attorney General prosecutorial body cannot coexist with that of another institution or no not Drain no but some no ya can so na dream and see but A plus accuse Attorney General say empo will be a sponsored on the whole corner man who say OSP take his abata no up into na koye bibi as the Attorney General do assemble but OSP so actually dey pay ewo buoso it's na hono and you the body obaka chaka
senti member before member senior aba no memfa we county one say o sha article 88 na amma Attorney General ne power. That is why people were saying say can decouple Attorney General's office from the Ministry of Justice. And the Minister of Justice no ebi anka me fa say amend constitutional provision no na minister of justice na me fa na say bi kura parliament body bi na ekoyi ne ba na nkono nko ye prosecution e de ma state na anka be ma na be ye neutral kakra na ebi a enya na 100% nka ekoba say bibi ni aso ye NDC o ye MPP on fa ho no a prosecute we bi atene general na Nkansah na ye de power ni nyina de ama no na OSP ni kura nso be na adwuma je so okogine to me free no and to do it things say excuse me to say Dr. Sremsai so we this car na say san de akọ office say ye beji to me near the investigating Dr. Sremsai be ma kwan say ye me prosecute nana ayini eje ya Dr. ayini eje ya no de ato na office no atana so enya de be nti say o mama papa na ye powerless sana de na akoye me ma mi nia
lawyer
eje asemi o mo mi enfa ni sei Ghana emre o Ghana nyina e 5 pe enum emre a ye hye nyina okika ni nyina boma e hye dua mako enum ase the big kind the constitution which is the 1992 constitution the etosumienu o kind constitution krona the article 106 107 there from no emma parliament who to me say onye den on shemra constitution no that is an act of parliament constitution the ma parliament who to me so on shemra nye parliament na ko fa to me ni ma no the country parliament na shemra o Ghana ha eno no ena constitution na mu no asama parliament who kwan say otimi ma enkufu ko bi to me mo so yemra wama constitution Nkansah ma bodies bi so o mu oni mu ebi te electoral commission who kwan so mu so to me yemra what you say ena constitution krona so wo hwe year article 63 64 60 creation of the EC na who kwan say the EC be elections or shemra e de call parliament na egitum CI e de be conduct elections and our article 20 of the constitution so we call something compulsory acquisition o ma ho kwan my executive need to meet shemra into you be an executive instrument constitutional instrument and legislative instrument the legislative instrument ni bodies a parliament am mo ho kwan so mo nyede o mo shemra what you say into samra ni nyina no kan nyina bo me fe delegated legislation say obi owo tumi ama wo apone kakra ama wo say fire den fa this out to me ni bi what you say ene ye wo common law ni ye mra eye abroche English abroche mamu mra decisions a court akika e ho nsem ene yamamre ne yamane what you say ani we existing law ni emra ne o dada ansa ye constitution we ni ada emra eba na emum sa amra no entia ye constitution no what you say sa amra ni nyina ye ene ne mra numa ye use wo Ghana na de etie ni the rationale behind the creation of the office of the special prosecution no eye emre bia ne ye wa adwene bi say ye create bibi e fere the ombudsman and as a shraj but the ma shraj enya ahoto no say shraj ne she constitution which is article 216 a part of it this washa who say shraj apart from omo mandate or constitution ni ade no they don't prosecute in the court but when you go to their offices omo channels omo dey e kan omo nsem what you say because article 88 no of the constitution in man sa akonya no attorney general ni man sa akonya. Now I have always maintained since Abra Parliament passed the OSP Act said the act is a toothless bulldog. My maintenance because subject to the provisions of the constitution which is article 88 the moment I be kind of abro funa Nkansah no say office ni nyina dia question attorney general in terms of prosecution in terms of arrest and even in terms of what investigations office ni nyina attorney general
and still na condemn
ho da na de na man ye adwuma juri na NPP era ni say o crepo na Ghana for be kasa because una o create no. So the AG at that time was lenient with the works of the what the OSP. OSP need them from one set mempeda. Okay. Mempeda. Because I see the waste of resources and channels know some level of red tapeism here and there. If you have any echo, that will be anything.
But lawyer the okay lecture Matthias and lecture say acquires and anado no ye against corruption nuntino. Oko yes bia law no
yes
attorney general ko bia be say there be one more crepo no.
Sanity the same thing applies to LGBTQ whereby no me catch presenters we say say dey nya adwuma because to me LGBTQ is already a crime. A crime dada. Inti se wo si so obi here and I say o pe bibia sa be ka ho a. There are cases and there are sections of the criminal act. Obo to me amia e dia kokot amia de sa nyoma ni nyina be shame as part of it in terms of interpretation. Because section 104 your natural carnal knowledge of the Criminal and Other Offences Act 1960. And the definition of a natural carnal knowledge in Richard Benson versus the Republic, HSA, it is the only form of penetration the penile penetration of the vagina. That is the only form. And apart from that, unnatural. And the Dientina be before you yentimi so court. And say idea ni pay because of this ABC didn't unnatural. Then say rabbit na say ye shem na fufu. Ye better say shem na fufu. And you see, people are just targeting it everybody. Because you say me on ma say we will be a coach be advocate inti can no kasa people would have challenged the bill, the law. Can go challenge you can be. You see, but because of propaganda and politics, and there was the fuss about it say Ghana for ye Christo for ye Twemu for ye Pesa anyo no ne entina mana ye what you say na me me say me yes I explanation which you do because him say 2 years chosen continue reduce na me kasa asimu ya enko for me cheme momede what you say but we have to learn what see you see there OSP office no JK office no yentwem what see you me know a case no do Supreme Court no aside the fact say ABI won you maybe wo ho a yenim say or ye adwuma or justice same side office near them. The existence of the OSP no see a timi kebe corruption there. We have to tackle Article 88 and not a creation of an act of parliament, a different office. Yes, let's tackle Article 88. Now, same year, you timi the complaint, question, Emma shame. We can create a bit me the body be a shape constitution a bit me prosecutorial powers just like the Attorney General. Because we can have two bodies concurrently prosecuting. So mimi in any case na me choose say me the record Attorney General and I say me the record Majaji. Enti o dey asem Kwaku police station.
Then only emfa confusion be emfa
confusion in ba. The point is appointment of those offices no and ebeboy ebetimi ebegina so ye.
But ebi from a layman's point of view maybe to say a year high court first one no koi or they call another high court we so about different say be we call Attorney General how we call confusion wouldn't it arise?
No, the point is say me if I say obi we before me dey call OSP or our constitution man who can so prosecute obi minya IST obi we the phone no so dey call Attorney General parties ni we prosecute here they are called high courts. Right, when it comes to criminal matters, a presentation no, and a bit high court ni based on reti assume and so binting. The fact say we are phone na high court to jam high court to we are to mean say e was say ye winti be jaw. What did they make us say? Because court no one thing that Nkofo say Nkofo tia say court as in Libya no, it's not about truth. It's about facts and law. What I say, ubetimi can crepa but na say no be see application of the law. Nemwa. Me pese me can di we bebe, let me bring in send be anko for better say. Yen should bit say Lumba case Akusia se wa no do. Akusia se wa say ono oye yere ordinance marriage. Okay, again in case oye yere a won na ware under ordinance. Okay, me marriage certificate ni. Marriage certificate ni foreign document. Foreign document ni wo kwan ya faso a tender a foreign document in court. This a man fast a kwan so a court ninja document ninja day. Entum enti emma de ma se ma make us me nkwa na me ye no. Ondim. But na certificate ni me kura. Ase na o kan ye no kura but em na me anya antum. De me kan what ase. Eno na wo se ye hunu se. Enye asem bia wo kan no. Ah obedina court say me afo no nzo wi afo ade na eja wi ni. Enye sa na tie. Regardless of the court, the decision in the baba. And a high court, no, one high court decision is not binding on another high court decision. It is only persuasive. What I say, Ubeti me a court, judge you say, cost my 10,000. One high court, another high court because the same issue, another high court the cost my 500,000. What I say, so who feels 10,000 is some more? You can appeal. What did the make can I say? Hey, auntie. Ye court kono e wose ye timima manfo ne ti ase se enye de wo visa otisi a wo kasa ye no kure no na uduru wo no ma na there are so many technicalities e wo ho until the office of the OSP no we can only have an effective office to curb corruption in that mindset na e just say ye tackle article 88 senior ye senior professor Michael Kuye e kan tackle articulate to give another body prosecutorial power because parliament in its wisdom no and you be anything no say subject to when you say prosecutorial powers no cry anything was subject to so you know try to be prosecute here no be challenging here because there were several cases Mensima versus Attorney General an act of parliament was challenged as against a provision of the constitution. What you say? And a Supreme Court ruling say act of parliament no infringe on the constitutional right of the plaintiff the plaintiff appellant at that time act of parliament does not exist. But now parliament go through all the processes and so constitution and article 21(1) clause E and F it came. What is the mechanism? Inti senka parliament ni share ni mrani sa tra na ka constitution ni be e betwam enu na parliament ni subject to ka subject to na wo sa chichire hona na chichire wo sa ye den egu wachi untimi nye adwuma bia gi sa attorney general na aka cho se asumesi ana so maintain tumi amedia ma oni ko ne koye. Even with the police prosecution, your offenses go on, when you advice from Attorney General, some offenses they can't try it. What I say, offenses go on the police prosecution to mean try. So we go on Attorney General and call for docket. It's a what's the intimate maybe as into always been here, Kiki. From onset, and I mean,
but the other lawyer Evans, maybe South Wajin or appeal. What do you make of it?
Say appeal no nye appeal no betumi akọ appeals ni bi won my you go for leave appeals ni bi won my house of right what I say obetumi akọ obi ensi ni kwan but the point is say high court ni say OSP no only to me say the prosecutor just when you to me if you attorney general there I don't think the appeal is necessary because obi ensi but say high court ni say OSP office no it was anyone say tinase anyone say oh kra high court need say to me no so cancer asem okay high court needs say to me no and there are several cases to that effect what I say high court in mean say an act of parliament be new any who can say tinase it is only the Supreme Court that can do that because okay say OSP office no can say tina no next why have let to mind to article 88 which it means that pitch an act of parliament against a constitutional provision ti hono to me na eden si emba hokra what I say emma hokra nti high court ni ntimi nka say OSP office no yento nchene yenchem but the way me can say e be OSP utumi a wode nkofo begina court say o sama o mo ami adi o masem e wo say attorney general ne ma wo sa akwan no na unkoje sa akwan ne dia kone koje ansa na wetumi aye den wetumi aba what you say enti sanity ade bi a sometimes I na me dwene ho a there are some petty legal matters we me feel say ni kwaze nka bia na tina make sometimes some of these things are political ka me nima de kro penti a yewura kisi ajaben ni pedigree ni e ka me de minti nka so wa ben e ka so bia ben
na kisi ajaben atini dia kisi
okay so bia ben ya tia ni books na the actual exams what you say
and then nobody maybe ever really
and sometimes I no mebu on me kai say emre bi senior is ankoma the pakwesi indium matter be they disqualified the court and court he was dismissed on technical grounds so one follow certain civil procedure rule me was or just civil procedure it is sometimes no ayana to
the civil procedure but I don't hear the real
yes
no one has a premium of knowledge.
What you say it is sometimes no regardless of obiyan wa benya consultation is very important with me sometimes here be we koye cases be it me chill so no afraid judge bi to be fair judge no achichi ni mu or knowledge bi or be ma judge ko na ko bi o be ma knowledge no one way assembly say ko to ni ko na di meet me is outside after what you say enti that is the law none of the flexibility of the law and sanity because be a time na woni na kasa no sana na agene ye den no but okotena since so he may also have what a second thought.
Wow, very interesting.
Before so even before you file a case and go to court, no keke. One way or not, baby, I would accept the correct crab or accept not to. What I say? The idea accepting the crab or accept not to. OSP. One guy who say I didn't know no. Me enyeme wanwa because ya hyehyɛ adwuma na to ni so omu be gu office na no
ai
office ni omu gu na me office ni omu gu ni zo ampe because you say ya pese ya kebi corruption o man yimu a OSP di nkofo ko gina court during NPPF attorney general by wa clearing agent
yeah
and o put in no le prosecute Jamaican can what I say
good Martin
yampe an amendment to Article 88 to put in a constitutionally mandated body for prosecutorial authorities. Near my parliament, say parliament, parliament in Rano should be a new quite on subject to quite because parliament in Nkansah to me so on Shemran. Nemran and you only church him. What is it? You only church him.
But quite interested. But me who sami da ko no OSP or office one I think he speaks for the PR or whatever. Me who saw the Joseph Penka. I'm just reading out to the public. And I mean, say yeah, more any comments here. But see Joseph Penka, a former deputy attorney general, has represented some of the accused persons in the Northern Development Authority case from the outset, through to the dismissal of their submission of no case at both the High Court and the Court of Appeal. Judgment is expected next week. Now, see, at no point during the trial did he challenge the prosecutorial authority of the Office of the Special Prosecutor. Mr. Penka is also counsel in the Mustafa Hamid case, where proceedings have not been favorable to the defense, notably as a lawyer and a former member of the administration that enacted the OSP law. He has not raised any objection to the OSP's prosecutorial powers in that matter either. It is therefore striking that he now appears to question those powers, thinking it will help set his clients free from the shackles of the OSP. Laughing out loud. Principles, not the any comments on this?
Good.
So we are the lawyer about
this particular statement. Listen. Now, say Obia niwa obeko court. Na police air prosecute. Obeshe say prosecution na police ni yen. Police no G to me free. Attorney General. Outset on your shares are there. Outset on ye. What did they make? Can I say? But now, there is a suit challenging the office of the Special Prosecutor to the Supreme Court. And I make now the door has been opened by the same NDC people. Timer. Yes, ever start your challenge. Timer. Yes, timer. A friend is saying, issue. Can you for why you say I told some of my people there, these people are contributing to the freeness of Kenufuriata. But Omantimasi. I didn't know now because for someone to be extradited, what's the country no Nipan one? What's what Jitum or court Jitum say you are not witch hunting the person politically. But I didn't know any the commentaries surrounding it, not just say as a Nipan one come for crying. You didn't do Ghana. Why are you in Asem? Can you forget it? So these are some of the information that inform me. What I say now, you see, Kenufuriata is virtually free. So this is the same thing that they are doing. It is also said Joseph Senior Kenkwa and Kanwasema. Now, Omwanga Sankrof will be the floodgate. To Rebecca. Oh, Chomu had their command in why free. Jamaican, what I say. So now, about a police prosecutor now, now, could I be easy? Again, 2 million the amount said by prosecutors asking me. We'll go and bring it. Hey. Now, yeah, in criminal matters, you see, in criminal matters, there are certain things lawyers normally don't ask for, especially when it comes to even logins of the case. Log books no more logo near the say. You can see one log is it can inure to the benefit of the accused person.
Mate lawyer Nana Bosu Chichi Bedase. The main Evans enchai lawyer Evans was able to enchai. There be a tremesa bound chabiwana where they yashe and press conference call so from the side of the NPP and they acquire a fast chibi and say but be as a court now be I don't know say me about now my says he say Nkansah as lawyers the day sooner cause but mint you
Kimisini Akasa bebre afa we no ntime nka pi but mama ma comment about Joseph Penka there no you see lawyer bia na style is a capacity very fundamental and if you lack capacity you cannot entertain a matter court na can timi versus ama baby so capacity is very fundamental whether a court lacks capacity and I say who nipa no kra wa back court no or lack capacity I quite remember me ye case bi na nipa no obesa man na ma hunu say saman ya obesa man na oni tumi kra because abusuan panyin na wose osaman me try na mbusa na say utumi be na wo abusuan nim tell the court ehwa awase me nana ana me sinti abusuan panyin din de say ehwa na obo abusuan panyin din ana me say onim say asem ya wo de ba na ya abusuan panyin na wose osana wose na me nya adwene ehwa ma wie no ho kra because all lack capacity so enti lawyer bia na star lawyer bi wo betwan ma asem na koso ansa na whereas the issue I won't say very fundamental and it goes to the root. When we say it is fundamental, it goes to the root. And the lawyer be why and found say Joseph Penka on the my law no, but what try woman on challenge your capacity. But bet me ya be we asem na bet me challenge your capacity. Na asem na ye die ni na awasan de akobo egu. Ana asem no kra ye die akowie no kra no afi de osit na wo asem na wo de back court na only capacity. And ye di bua ma won to asan ko twa de ye die ni na. So it depends upon the star, the mode that the lawyer will adapt. Lawyer be obe entertaining wasem no edru ba bia afina no appoint you hold the wa hwe obi so right from onset ye be sha asem na say no challenge your capacity. So nipa na okasa na em say okasa as a layman na wan famra no antoton de okasa
sabi da ko no na kasa man go ask.
The point is na make us so the na adwene to abete ne mind to the law there obomu say capacity can be raised at any time. What you say? The me trying say whether or not the OSP has the capacity to prosecute those people now do ma be gina na sa or do ma ba court no whether say or capacity and now only capacity no na or say lawyer Joseph Penka former deputy attorney general entimi an challenge no watana wa ma ordinary Ghanaian and aba be the aba challenge and I disagree into completely with saa nipa na okasama OSP on the basis say capacity can be raised at any time. It is a me feel say OSP no oni capacity say wade saa MPP for nkrofo ye kura ko gina court a ebi wa metima ma se ne ne kura koso eya be wie na ansa na me raise issue on capacity na me de abo asem na gu. It is the mere fact that Attorney General and reason in term does not necessarily mean say Attorney General no ontimi enye you bet me credit asem na wie no challenge say at the time I go court no any capacity say the asem dem it judgment na waje ni nyina Supreme Court na say emontumu sambre no wa wasting mo time mama say resources nyina de nipa na begina ho at the end of the day no akobo ma asem ni nyina agu what I say the capacity can be raised at any time. And capacity is very fundamental, as was enshrined in the case of Timi versus Ama Baby. What I say? Inti capacity they wait me raising at any time. But the name is senior. As I had been be brain say, I was said baby articulate it na uhu because someone said ministers ne abide government no more omunyina was one. Obia per se or ye careful say special prosecutor ne man power one free power ne bedru baby or the be hunting because the creation of that office no. Purposely no na ye for politicians planting a create that office no esa ban be free so na wo so a say ministers ni ntimi nya corrupt bi ntini ye create that office no enti aban bi otiso bi asuro sa office no eti kwa bi on befa so mbegu office no ye create ye nyina no enye suro na mani anya office no ho da on the basis say media na nka me Ministry of Justice no say be decouple from the Attorney General na the oye justice minister no oye na dwuma na Attorney General so dey o defend aban. Because of the question I say, on when any paid this can no about enter nolly prosequa near Jano. In Article 88, no problem. I was here say, yeah, amend Article 88 now. A bambia ba, say, my mention, said the MPP NDC for me Jaumu ministers in Yano. Sana MPP so power, or no so minister bia or MPP Nibiano, or no some crowd court or no enter nolly prosequa. But on no prosecute to NDC form. Edoma court. Why? Because say dientia. Because when me fa me di me na me kuro dugu na wo de wo no entena ho what I say because mo na ma kire nolly prosequa. So the point is until say you amend Article 88 no wo amend ne dia wo ntimi mblemu obia and the point is Special Prosecutors Act no na was say amend Joseph Pinka and na de call ye no one raise issue on capacity a e bia no tetemwa mama try the nipa no court wa ne koduru ba bia I think no be raise issue on capacity. No, they are boss asem na. So the mere fact that I when raise issue on capacity no does not necessarily mean say na onim mra no anase na we hunu mra no na mra no afa ne kon no. Asem no kon na wie ye. Capacity can be raised at any time.
But lawyer who floor maybe the mayor lawyer CD I'm just enjoying myself for that. Who floor maybe some can be a better matters but MPP press conference about seeming a year harassment from a year abine on its members. Now, and then why dear say beer at the end of say what more especially Baba Mando dear say we're supposed to be I say figures be LGBT colors the drum on croniba and no. What really is the offense? Say, you be a cartoonist. No, so you the same thing. What would be the difference from maybe you be a cartoonist today, or be also posted yes, similar. Now, if you could court, no, so the more colleagues, no, so any abrese and put judge or now a on one fadia not to the Hosuna. So they were visibly angry. But I walk at venture time, no cacla bench, it's venture same free.
No, Medasiki, on said Medica can say your categories of offenses. So by your offenses now, your first degree felony, second degree felony, misdemeanors, and two bands say you can't serious offenses now, yeah, most often a follow under first degree felony. BBT say you can't serious offenses, justice. S.A. Broby in his book or bachelor was say serious offenses ni bine hijacking, piracy, BBT say murder, treasonable offenses, so kutu abengu. All these offenses ni now we are follow under first degree felony. Now, over second degree felony like defrauding by false pretense, and also only one misdemeanors. Misdemeanor a boning ketenkete. Inti medical can say judge be na or common law honum na wajid empire friend law Denny. Or can be said the law does not lean itself to something which is what trifles. Law no and for no one to train your man ketenkete. Inti never be and ketenkete a law at times ya no consider be brave. And then I near friend misdemeanors no. Inti misdemeanor a boning ketenkete. Anna, ya wagana han ya pass a right for information, ne right to information bill, ne ade say obia bitma say any information bia. Enti emfa say information bi because say president bi akot na aeroplane mu ne ho no odware a me wa right say itimi say information no metimi yeden access. Enti ya right says ya test ade bi koso was secretly ade bi happen o baby as a journalist, as a citizen of Ghana who right to say information no o ya meaning say president Akufo-Addo na be pass say law no say president Akufo right to say information bill.
Yeah,
but yemra publishing false information out there. The first issue was so busa on say whether the person now publishing information in by no or verify the accuracy of the information. That is the first thing you need. The authenticity of the information. That will be the defense for the person. And only defense as which is any panwa. Obetimi dia ba say. The lawyers betima ka say. Indeed, nipa we are matching say what this information we better one must say wagu manimu ase no or verify information the accuracy of it. I don't who say e no kore. Asem we e koso wo baabi enu nti no de beto to the best of my knowledge as a citizen of Ghana, which is in tandem with the right to right for information bill na act na ye pass yen. And the lawyer no you smart or the side defense in the bed ebeba. But the point I me person me making is say it since against your act no act 29 no section 208 of the act a classifies sentencing regime no to be a misdemeanor. Even 3 categories of offenses na make kind no in the absence of it say ni hokra na if you read section 265 of the Criminal Procedure Act, it defines the sentencing regime as one follow under first degree felony punishment to na famano a follow under second degree felony for punishment say a misdemeanor for such way man. It could be a fine, it could be a warning, it could be say a big crowd bit more them be at 3 years. The judge and pen obey me the amount at discretion of the judge and within the sentencing regime a judge no ehunu emrenum. But the point is yenhwe information or the to home. And you're publishing false information. Your Criminal Act and Cyber Security Act, no? Section 67 of the Cyber Security Act. And also crack at say a offense. But offense na can in any criminal code the offense be. A misdemeanor. Misdemeanor there you're boning ketenkete. In this boning no, the law does not lean itself towards too much because any serious offenses. So the point I'm making is say, what the nequa? The judge will look at the offense first of all. The judge will also look at personalities as standing as sureties for the person. Because the most dominant factor for a court to consider when granting bail to accused person, I did be a court to be a weighty factor. A court to be and say whether or not the person will reappear to stand trial. Whether any panel you didn't ban him no or beba na say or ma say me money bail or beba. That is what the court has to look at. Then the court will also look at offense in the crowd. They are beginning anymore. Offense ben am the ball now. Mokra de nebe. How the court in San Renekase. The court will also look at the personalities are over standing as sureties amano, which was stated in the case of Martin Pebu number 2 versus Attorney General number 2, 2015-2016 one Supreme Court Ghana law report at page 171. I say all offenses are bailable, subject to the discretion of my lord and our home. Into offense be I'll bet me money bail. Just say my lord no mum and a betray. Say me money bail and I me money bail. But we a judge, you have to be informed by one, the offense itself, your level against him, and presumption of innocence by virtue of Article 19. Actually, say all persons are any person be adna bejina and running be innocent until proven otherwise. And it's all the nipa na ba bejina anymore. And nipa no nya hunu bone na pa say odi for ana oni for. Ana offense na wasade na ba na ye misdemeanor. A offense a ye man ketenkete. Ana enye enipa bia mpo na ejina ho as lawyers ama no say owura afenyo marking ana ejina ho ama no member of parliament na ye lawyer. Enu achi no enye obia na ejina ho ma Joseph Penkanom a wo ye former deputy attorney general. All these lawyers that me aka tell us monko na me den me de ne beba. Ana was a political figure bia me fan is a whole political party ene gina ho ma no a me fan so oye dibre o dibre wo MPP enti ye pe men asande authorities amana ye beja nipa amoma agina ho ama no e de na inform o judge na o se emfa no remand 10 days and 2 weeks
obey interfere with investigation.
You see, if you look at the prosecution and prosecutorial powers now I say, let me justice itself in the courtroom or in the courthouse. Justice itself, no, it is not done at the whims and the caprices of the Attorney General. The justice itself, but the justice itself must be done in line with the fundamental right of the accused person, in line with the rules of the game, in line with the constitutional provision, in line with what? Rule of law. Justice system no courthouse no emrano any nipa no fundamental rights and was a washe then the whims and the caprices of the Attorney General and Attorney General no ahoto any onuni ye die enti na wohwe. But you look at the fundamental right, then you balance it with the state, whether the state will be the sufferer or whether the accused person will be the sufferer. In a situation where the accused person no ebeye the sufferer, and it will go to the fundamental right of the accused person, you need not to trample upon the right of the accused person. And you can ask accused person police arrest will be or did not one man for more than 48 hours. You've not taken the person to court. The person is still in your custody. Any panel or custody. No gusua did not to central man for bare 1 week. Why? Also why Bonnie say meanwhile you've not taken the person to the courthouse as a court number trial. So the point I'm making is that judge again what's one. I'm not blaming the judge, but the point is judge and mention is when you're the Juma ye. We are judge now a political judge and you do better now say obey your politics there. Do your politics. But another government will come no bet what effort and make sure say we judge no also be suffer. The point is that
but so is so prosecutors no mu here no.
If you have not about okay investigation now. The mere fact that prosecution and investigation no should it am I deny obi bail na? That is the question you need to peruse. Whether or not it's a investigation. Yes. Because let me tell you, at the time you arrested the person, well, the person has a Miranda right. That right. Accrue the Miranda right. Okay. Or right say lawyer or right say opa on country. And it is not there. Nipa na watching no on the babema case na aye fefe fama o. The accused person is not coming to make your case so flamboyant for you. You understand that? Presumption of innocence, the burden is on the state to prove beyond reasonable doubt. A state no one also akwakoche no whether offer circumstantial evidence pieces of information that will lead to irresistible conclusion na the babeta or no accused person no gina ono na ma me your case say yen fa no question ma na mere copy say we be investigation na. I'm saying that the justice system, no, it is not done at the whims and the caprices of the Attorney General. Justice
Joseph Kufu, the day you know the binya iboda. But that's bra a yellow actually and China being taken on also the view on the air Koswa.
Maybe studio and Amirao. But you see, I know many aji because Bosomchi constituency. Ye ka say constituency office of Moshe pa. Deputy organizer Honorable Capone. Atomin class of Moshe gidi.
Yeah, don't begin to say.
Na communicator ye communication of no ye say.
Baba Mando issue no. Unim de me de ho
ye the precedent that the court is setting. They am a door one. You see, what do you be Kyeremanteng furiously? Any issue. Say, on I'm running showing them that. But Omunka who say, Omo train quine. A dear pan a baba man do ye ya, Nanadu Breso, Yan Tibi. Nkansah will be the bonnier me and Chinaso. But you see, even with reconciliation, go 4 times cry. At points when people felt say crime against humanity has been committed against almost family members. Yeah. A dear na young can fire and another down Kwaku. Baba Mandu, Asema Okai, ebi nsi da na me dey make am say eye bre mre ene mre nsi ye Nkansah minority leader can be the bro from Kwaka but he made a very nice statement. Was it time
melts, BB melts, Nana.
Yes, melts.
Yeah,
but it melts with time.
Yes.
And another leg of it is that me a lawyer, a general legal counsel, and a mammy quine, mammy cry lines is I'm heading. Me practice as a lawyer. Inti akonya se nyina so se minya akonya e wo se me protect the integrity of the judiciary. No mum, the integrity of the judiciary, the first person to protect it is the one who holds the power to adjudicate on an issue. No judge na say number 2, you are the first person to protect it. Inti se wobeye nyoma bi amatemamufuo adwene se afi kwade de asem kokota yenya atentene ne a etojiwa wa wo ti akonyamu no temuafo no se wobeka nsem bi nyame MP eko obi we na eje bafo wa no commentaries no edru point bi na nka wonya obesumpo and keke unim saade na eto no so we lawyers nyina bi no mu be 90% bi ato mu pen
tu say so your friend say so about say so you professional.
Yes one way asema obeka no o be jo line is a few say be 20 years but o show so indeed that you na judge no e be judge bi be ye no o dwene wa onye den unti ase. Recently, a bit to me. Just say, "Ebe si neo." Just say, "I make you know who I'm in." Tiasi.
We are some of the capa.
You put me inside the original court. Bako, a quiet fast in the original court. Man fast our coin so. But it's about couldn't see a man fast our coin. Kayiba couldn't feel any day. Then come you know. Yes, what two rating in a issue. What watch me. What I say? Which yes, you catch a wa. Obe June want to say, O catch a lady on her, Obe June won't say, but Abba. Well, may have the right to appeal. I have the right to also follow the procedure and come back again. What I say? But to the imagine say, me Kwaku appeal and I na say, nipa no koya ade bia mimpese obeye mnimu animu ya se wakoya wi atiase nti me MP jina ona no okasa no honestly I felt
to say
yeah because me say lawyers only lawyers nya be jina 90% kwesa obia face bi pen but yenka mane nye bibiri sa because appeal system ne no.
But the fact that judge no that just say edition of the year prosecutor do
what you say man
Western North men can
what you say adena go na or remind no the ma baba mandu me reading news na na me say and baba mandu or call you John Ramani mama or the second ku see ni so ana say omo pe baba amandu no omo de 3 months na hwehwe ani nya no omo de 3 months na hwehwe ani nya na
no cry na den ho koi
ana say baba amandu ko court no oduru court no ka se bi ma ne judge na bufu ana ni busa no questions am say but you see ye mo matias here keke omo pa omo Ghana fo baby omo de Ghana fo adwene akwache no omo na nhye wa na Ghana fo to abadane aba ma MPP ba power say kim na nyame ya adom na some of us ye original executive wa Kyeremanteng a ye na o mebo ye Dr. Mahmoud ba o mi di nkwanfa ho ni o juma di be duwe be ho o be ho ye ma obi anka de o pe ese o ti Kyeremanteng amamu mitimi ka to waka they are showing us the way. I'm telling you KK, this is me asema American no many brain American and some of us say nyame my area adom ne rato tenkom na tumi ba mo beti enka
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumiaka something quite a demonstration.
Wait, I'm not saying I'm going to. One way, and you may be come one, they just have to understand, say, the more and ammonia to me no more,
but some joy look to cyber security law, why they act.
Baby, letting the law back you. Why you baby letting the law back you? It do the ammonia butre. The omode baba mando no omunya mutre and a criminal offense and I say crime some abeka crime no entwamo videos no audio say 1990 you go for about
yes
omunya mutre
yeah when the crime entwam
there is no limit
videos no go obia videos body no hujuma omo make sure say baby omode Ghana for adwa ko che na nhye wa and I saw Munyama is on be high MPP for Nina, on the Chichinina Guma Sana, December Naba. Am I there? I will be a Indian to a tobacco near to a free prison. Oh, Munyanisa. Not president no more setting. They should be careful.
All right. But I say time no aso time aso and it's been interesting. Lawyer wait 1 minute 2 minutes maybe I person what can be ana yeah fan say akase bo.
Be say me ni aka wie am can say in fact edu sa time na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ya ma money din kwa basa na mom even Dr. Kraka si nya dia ibejai ya be chi ni party said there that omo dia be yo omo no wan hwe ya be che e di dia me pesa me kan say enya the whims and the caprices of Attorney General am na say any state agency bi and I say de echi obi etinya arbitrarily way obi e de ye na wo say wo judge we decide but the legal principles established in our rules. We are all servants of the rules. And we must serve the rules.
All right. Lawyer, yes, sorry.
Can I say, Asante Mantemu anum no, see any to any for na media mesro. Say Namia Doma, or Nkansah, or Munya Bema, or Abrantipa, lawyer Nanabu Suchichi, Kingsley, and many Sunam Penny for my Aquina. Kwaku Fankrata. Number Bijina as Deputy Secretary Ashanti Region.
No, yo!
Deputy Secretary Ashanti Region.
Deputy Secretary?
Yes, Deputy Secretary. Baby, a party in the room.
All hands on deck.
All hands on deck. Here, a home farmer for. Omo farmer. Omo pepper. Say, Omo pese party no. Eba power.
That's great.
And no penny everywhere. And me, I'm it. But my record speaks for itself.
That's all. Let's support millions. Oh,
that's where the project.
Let's support millions.
Where the project? Deputy Regional Secretary.
Now, me say you are Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Bubi. Ashanti Region to about 80%. By 2028 elections, now youths never Ashanti Region. More to Ghana, you know, to about 70-something%. I am telling Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia through this medium, say me as part of the regional executives, giving 80% to Ashanti region.
Amen.
Okay. That's nice. Bam. It is settled.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Magia lai Hajia Laskela. Ewo Kotoko.
Hajia Laskela. Hajia Laskela.
MPP ni Laskela. Oso ne ho kra ne konkra obewu e de ama MPP. Hajia Laskela. Juma obono Kotoko no. So dem be show on to me chairman.
Me da say Hajia Laskela. Alright, so lawyer Banana Chichie Bozwanana Bonsu Trichie Kingsley Ekaho. But that was papa for your time. Now ya na lawyer yenta ehu. I believe say na say dia me amechina upon pro mechina deputy secretary incoming. Lawyer Evans Osebonso so. But that was papa. We dey Tuesdays but then so dia say we are sit.
Yes, but senior deputy secretary. That be ho say deputy communication.
But phone na abu ma e magro no e de enti ye beda say ye beda obu bi edu gina say lawyer Evans Osables together with lawyer Bedanabo Suchirichi beda obu gina ase papa ye de embassy a ne akwa akofa